Okay, so you want to look to fill your hot tub? Here's how to do it. First, you're going to want to take your spa filter out. Then, on the end of my garden hose here, I have what's called a rust grabber. I love this thing. You can reuse it up to X amount of times. What it does is it's a pre-filter filter for the water, so you're basically getting minerals and such out of the water before it hits your spa. So if you live in an area that has really hard water, this is an absolute must. Now, what I do is I take my hose with my rust grabber on or without the rust grabber, whatever you guys do, put it right down the filter well. Again, your filter is out, okay? And then turn on the water and start filling your tub. The reason we do it this way is because the water is going to fill from behind within the lines and then out through the jets and into the spa. So if you just threw your hose in, say, the middle of your spa, it's going to fill from the inside of the spa out, which does not take care of that airlock. You can get airlock if you don't fill it from the filter well down, okay? There is a manufacturer out there that does not want you to do it that way, so I just suggest you guys consult your owner's manual before you start filling your spa. Okay, so your spa is filled. We're going to put the spa filter back in next. Mine happens to be just a single filter system. So I'm going to put that down, and I'll put my basket on, and then I'm going to put my top weir on. Now your guys' skimmer could be different than this. It could be a box style skimmer, something like that, so it might look a little different. Hey Michelle, can you do something for me besides looking pretty over there? Flick on the breaker for me.
Got it.
Give her some juice. Now we're going to add 2 ounces of mineral clear. Mineral clear is good, if you have real hard water. What this does is it helps protect your spa shelf from getting any mineral deposits and buildup.
All right, and now that we've added the mineral clear, which is this guy here, we want to let that circulate for about 24 hours without adding any of the other chemicals. And then after your 24-hour period is up, go ahead and remove your filter, take that guy out, rinse him off real good, and put him back in where he belongs, and then we can proceed on with the rest of the chemicals.
Okay, so next we're going to test our water. You can feel free to use a liquid test kit. I prefer that because I can kind of read the colors a little bit easier. Or you can use test strips. It's okay either way as long as you're testing that water every couple days. Then we'll get a read on the pH and see what we get. If you need to increase the pH, you're going to use pH up. Okay, this is Haviland brand Spa Pure pH up. I like this one, it works well. Just a little bit of that until your pH is around 7.4 will do the trick. If your pH is high, you're going to use Spa Down. So this again is a Haviland brand Spa Pure product, and it's called Spa Down, pH down. And just a little bit of that until your pH goes down to about 7.4, and that's good for that. This time it will not drop it in the spa, the whole bottle, right? Okay. Next, whatever sanitizer you guys are using, you could be a bromine spa, a chlorine spa, or other. There's a ton of different chemical routines out there. We're just going to touch upon the basic ones, chlorine and bromine, okay? So if you're a chlorine spa, you're going to add just a couple teaspoons of granular chlorine to start, and then every other day or daily as needed if you do need to do it throughout the week. If you're a real heavy spa user, you'll be adding this a little more than your next door neighbor, okay? Now if you're bromine, you're going to take 4 of these tablets. They're just round little tablets in here. And you're going to pull one out for you guys. And you'll put 4 of these, blink, right in there. And then you adjust your stem on the brominator, the floating brominator. And you pop it in the water. Yep. And let him go. So that's your sanitizer. All right. Next, you've got your shock. This is a potassium monopersulfate, fancy name for shock. Okay, this is a non-chlorine shock used for chlorine and bromine spas. It actually helps replenish a bromine tablet if you're a bromine spa. For chlorine spas, it's great to use as your weekly shock. So you just take about a cap of this and put it in once a week. This here is our own brand, the Locey Swim and Spa Clear Shock. Yeah. And this one is great for shocking once a week. After that, what I like to do is just pick a day of the week. My day happens to be Friday, and I like to add my weekly chemicals. Your weekly chemicals would be your mineral clear, also Locey Swim and Spa mineral clear once a week. Your shock, Locey Clear Shock once a week. pH adjusting as needed, chlorinating or brominating as needed, and then shoot, after that, a little bit of Nature's Care Scum away and keep the biofilm down. and then you're pretty good.
Enjoy.
Yes.
Have a party.
Happy hot tubbing.
That's right.
Yeah. And here's that Nature's Care Purizyme I was talking about. This really helps adding it once a week. It keeps what I call ring around the spa from people's body oils and women's makeup, all that kind of stuff that kind of sticks to the side. It keeps that down. And then it also helps eliminate or remove the biofilm that starts building up slowly. You know, we just talked earlier about purging that spot. Let's keep that work done and done good and maintain it with this Purizyme. It's a very good product. It's a natural product. It's a little enzyme, kind of like a Pac-Man, eats up all the oils and digests things.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. And if we did not touch upon a chemical routine that you guys do use, there's a ton of different ones out there. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and we can kind of talk through, you know, the different chemical routine that you have. So,
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll find you.